Hello and welcome. Now in this video we are going to talk about the audience page and the overview. Now when you come to the home screen you'll get a general sense as to what's happening with your site, the one that you have selected. You can get a more detailed picture of your site visitors though by clicking on the audience link. And when you click on the audience link you'll want to click the overview. Now, the overview will give you at a glance everything that you need to know about your audience without having to drill down. Now, you'll want to first select the dates that you want to keep track of. For example, you can set this for a particular month, just as you would any other report, and apply it. And once you've done that, then you'll be able to look at each session and you'll be able to look at the report to determine the health of your audience. Now you can look at this in any number of ways. You can look at this based on the hours. You can look at this based on the days or even at a particular week. The audience overview looks at sessions, and so this is a visit that a user makes to your site and stays there, either looks around or leaves. And as you go down, you'll get an overview of what these sessions look like over the course of the time period that you have selected. So for example, in this case, for this site, there were 2,401 sessions, or 2,401 times when someone visited the site and stayed there for some length of time. Now, not every one of those people were new users. In fact, there were only 1,237 users. That means then that some of these users came to the site more than once. While they were on the site, they viewed a total number of 4,101 pages. And so you're getting a glimpse of what is happening on a particular site at a particular month. You'll also see that on average, when someone comes to the site, they view 1.71 pages or between 1 and 2 pages and stay on those pages approximately 2 minutes. Now, there is a bounce rate, and the bounce rate is the case where someone comes to the site and they leave right away after a short period of time. You'll also see during a particular period of time how many people actually came to the site for the first time or generated a new session. And you'll see that not only in the chart, but you'll see that in this number on your audience menu. If you scroll down in the menu, you'll get an overview of the language spoken by the individuals that come to your site inside of the demographics area. Now you can also change that demographics area to a country designation. You can see where most of your visitors will come from. You can also break it down in terms of city. And you can get a sense for how many of your visitors come from a particular city. Once again, because this is an overview, you have several instances where this data is in individual parts of the audience site, but you're given all of this at a glance. So you'll be able to tell how many of your people actually use a specific browser, how many use a particular operating system, and then what kind of internet provider that they use. And finally, you can get information on the mobile devices they use. So for example, you'll be able to find out how many people use Android versus iOS versus Windows Phone, what service provider they use, as well as what their screen resolution is. Now, all of this can be helpful information because it will give you an idea of what you should be preparing in terms of content for the individuals that come to your site. And as you start to see more people interact with your site, you'll be able to give them more of what they want when they come to visit. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.